In my opinion, at this juncture in time, information like this is far too simple. So if you enjoy hearing nuanced micro takes on why I think, yes, right now it looks in favor of Trump, but still too close to call. And these are just my thoughts. I'm not an absolute expert on elections, but as of right now, Trump is winning the popular vote. And I would say there's a chance he could win the popular vote, especially since Texas and Florida were so energized. And I think they called North Carolina for Trump, which to me is a huge win. And as of right now, 8:40 p.m. Texas time, he's leading in Georgia and in North Carolina, which are two huge wins, and he's even winning in Virginia, which would be surprising. But, if Kamala still wins Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, she still wins, I believe. But I'm definitely getting Fractal Deja Vu, where like some core components of America that continue to resurface over time, that right now Trump is definitely winning all the old Confederate states of America, like South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama. Looks like he could win Georgia. And then, like I said, it looked like he could win Virginia. And it looks like he could win North Carolina. But that's not necessarily enough to win the entire election. You had like quote unquote North versus quote unquote South. So if Kamala gets the blue wall, which would be with Pennsylvania in the blue wall, which would be this one, this one, this one, she got Illinois, Minnesota, who right now with only 1%, which is not a great sample size, is going. And if Tim Walz's state ended up going the other direction, that would just be a bad sign and mean that she chose her running mate very poorly. Okay. But right now, small sample size, I was actually voting for Kamala. And remember, we saw that poll from Ann Seltzer that said Iowa was actually going to go for Kamala. So that would be a big deal. And Missouri, Kamala's winning with 21%. Kansas is a whole lot closer than I thought, which is surprising. I think they called Colorado for Kamala already. I think we know Arizona's going to go, or I forget which one of these. Arizona's going to go, I would guess, for Trump, and that puts Nevada in play. But like I'm saying, right now, Trump's in a good position. But that doesn't, it's only the start of the second quarter, or maybe second half of the second quarter, And so, just like in 2020, when everybody at like 10 p.m. Texas time, everybody's like, yeah, Trump's going to win. And then they woke up the next day and they was like, oh no, that could still happen. But like I said, it could be Trump surprises, overperforms, and ends up being president again in 2024. And remember, my last official prediction was that I think Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, two of the richest PayPal mafia aficionados, have played this game extremely well. So, and, in the whole men versus women thing, Elon Musk is born in South Africa, spent like 5 days campaigning in Pennsylvania for Trump. Even though he was born in South Africa. And Taylor Swift, whose big woman supposedly said endorsed Harris, spent no time and really didn't put in a lot of extra effort to help the Harris campaign, We all know, like, Elon spent $44 billion to buy Twitter to turn it into a please vote for Trump website, which is fine. It's his. He can do what he wants. And, Silicon Valley, since social media came about, has been telling everybody, you know who your real enemy is? It's government. So people are like, yeah, fuck you, government. We love you, Silicon Valley. We trust you. Cut 80% out of the government and send that shit to Mars. And also, an unpopular opinion is that one of the things that led to inflation was 0% interest rates from 2008 till 2022, 2023. And then all that cryptocurrency. The original definition of inflation was anytime money is created. So if you create Bitcoin and Ethereum and a million shit coins, that's inflationary. And Bitcoin is up 5%, up to $73,000 a Bitcoin. But like I said, don't get too excited because Bitcoin itself has rug pull features naturally built into it. Like if you go to max, get to here, rug pull, 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 get to here, And so just because it's skyrocketing now, you could definitely see it hit a new peak and then collapse again in a short amount of time. But you could also see it go to 100 grand. But I definitely think if you see it go to 100 grand, buckle up for more inflation. And then Trump will be able to just say oh, yeah, it was Kamala and Biden that caused it on the way out. Where economics and inflation is so much more quote unquote complicated than anyone will ever publicly admit to. Anyway, last year I went live during the race and we drank and had a good time. But I haven't been live in a year. Just people are too sensitive and emotional, and I don't want to say things that get people too pissed off. Yeah. Yeah, right now, Kamala is up in Pennsylvania. And so one of the points that I was making, because I was born in Illinois, and so that's why I was pointing out the southern confederate states have all gone for Trump. And so now it comes down to the North, that how will the North decide, And so that traditionally these states, when these report early because of East Coast time. And so when you start to roll through here, it traditionally looks, over the last 20 years, shall we say, it looks redder. So the red numbers start to come out bigger and they're oh, yay, the red team is winning. But the West Coast is really, really blue. So you have the Confederate type South area. And that kind of stops with the whole Chicago effect. It's hard for me to explain. I've been born in Illinois and spent my time in Chicago, where I grew to love skyscrapers. Anyway, that's what I think Trump winning these two states is a big deal, but not necessarily 100% winning the election for him. So right now I'm definitely watching Pennsylvania, Michigan, and is it Nevada? Arizona feels deep red, but Nevada could go either way. I'm pretty sure these will stay blue. They say Iowa could go to Trump. I don't know. Harris. And so, but yeah, right now, Trump is up, I would appear, but that's, if you're up a touchdown in the second quarter, that doesn't mean you won the game. And every time I see the report that Elon Musk is going to spend election night with Trump, I laugh because that's hilarious. And congratulations to them. All right. And I do think it's strange that, like, with 25 of the states having legalized recreational marijuana, Florida and Texas are still holdouts. So it's like freedom, yeah. And that's a big win for beer companies and big pharma. I don't know if you know that. Did they put the vote in pink? That's probably why. But they needed 60% to pass it, which is weird. Would it be irony if Trump won the popular vote but lost the election? Anyway, 9:56 p.m. Texas time. He's up by like 5 million votes. Like I said, most of these so far, the only surprises are none. And this, we knew all these were going to go, pretty much. And so, and Missouri went to Kansas, Colorado. I was still up. All right. So just keeping y'all posted. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.